It's the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Detroit Lions.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Detroit Lions and the Philadelphia Eagles. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 2nd and 9, Jackson steps away. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. It's Jackson. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw is Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
On 3rd down, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The pass. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the Eagles now, they'll be in great position here to start things out. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. And now we see Bryant yet to pop up. Still down following that play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 57's Mike.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now on 1st and goal, a chance to get a leg up in this NFC title game. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 3rd and goal here, a big play brewing in this NFC title game. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Adams there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this play, oh, look at this, a flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. Touchdown. 2nd time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Parkey with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Cody Parkey set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jackson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Vinny Curry. Just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run him here. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Let's take it inside his own 40. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Beckham Jr. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
So we've reached halftime. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it.
Lions, nothing.
The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. We'll check on his status when we get back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Lions will take over.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it, but 4th down.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
48-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That sack by Tremaine Edmonds.
Now, how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up the blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Oh, he'll try and throw it deep to the other side of the field. This is caught inside the 15. 1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Good. So that drive, 4 plays, and it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment. And certainly just not looking good here in the fourth. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And that might just submit it. A return for a late touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think a part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And throw right side complete to Parker. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause.
Set to kick off.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Vinny Curry able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Josh Jacobs. A gain of 9. Brings up third down.
To throw on third down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Pretty move by Shady. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And you can bet that they are starting to sense it now. That George Halas trophy nearly theirs. Their spot as NFC champions oh so close as they try to finish this one off. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 32.
This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.